So this is the box that we're going to be switching to. I finally make my decision, and which we're going to disregard the previous box of the video you saw yesterday, because I think I've came up with an idea, and it's going to be really nice and set up. As I said earlier, it's going to be the inverter that's going to be with it, which is a 600 watt magnesign magnum energy, which is a 12 volt system. And this is going to be the batteries in here, and you can see the vent from the side there. That will help for ventilation cooling system. Likewise on the side right there can have air. I can put my 12 volt thermal fans that I made a video a while ago, so it's all vented. And check this one, the cool part is promoting battery hookup, because they hook me up. So they hook me up, I'm gonna have them ride on my battery box. Check this out, it's really cool, huh guys? Didn't you like it? Well, this is battery hookup. I'm gonna put it, I already put a sticker right there. So this is how I came up with the idea or final conclusion that this is what I'm gonna do. And after putting that sticker on that thing, I was like, you know what, this is gonna be cool. So this box is gonna be black, and I'm gonna be cutting the sides here where I'm gonna put um, the uh, the breakers or the switches to disconnects. That's what I meant. And what I came up with, if you, let me go sideways, so I hope the glare is not gonna bother you. So if you look at here, I have the batteries. They're gonna be sitting in. I'm gonna be having three strings of 12s. So right now we have 12. If you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I decided to go vertical. So 12 here, 12 here. So 24. So I'm gonna have a 36 batteries in here. So I have to order myself. I have to talk to battery hookup again, so they can hook me up again with 11. So I'm gonna do 11 there. So to give me 12 times 3. So that will give you that 36 battery coverage right there. And I'm gonna use a plywood that I'm gonna be putting underneath it, or maybe a plexiglass, because I'm gonna still probably be able to see the batteries how they doing using a plexiglass. Using a plexiglass, then they can just drop right here. I can do good wire management system. I have some corners right here. Chuck the wires in here as well on the side. I was thinking not to do much, so I can fill up here the 36 batteries total, because I want to keep that spot open so that I can able to get the bus bars sitting up here. And on these points here, every point you see on the corner right there is going to be the casting wheels, because this thing is going to be on the wheels because it's going to be heavy. I want to keep it that way. I'm going to use probably a plexiglass to be transparent, but I'm going to drill holes on top of it where the wire is going to come up, and I'm going to be mounting all the bus bars on the plexiglass on top of it. So by doing so, we can have a clean setup. We can see the batteries, or if I don't use the plexiglass due to cost, or my favorite store where I normally get my stuff, like little project gadget stuff, then I can, if I can get it. But I saw they have some, those heavy duty ones, big ones, it runs about 45 bucks for just maybe a two footer, or 3 foot, or 2.5 foot. It was very thick. So I'm gonna see if I got it. I have to make sure, get a way how to cut that plexiglass to fit exactly and sit. I don't know, I have to come up with a strategy by getting here. Maybe I have to cut a hole like this. I don't know, I have to find maybe someone to help me with that can able to work with the plexiglass really good, and cut from here and cut from here, like shape like that, so you can just sit right there. So I don't know about this guy right here. Maybe I can slide it underneath, swipe it underneath there, and this guy's gonna be open, and this one can just sit. So I don't know. Maybe a plywood. Either or that works for me, guys. But or I can, if it's a plywood, what I'm gonna do, the plywood, I'm gonna just leave this guy. Maybe I'm trying to add some paddings here to elevate, so that these batteries, even if you flip it, it's not gonna they're not gonna scatter or move around. So keep them steady, even if the box have to be vertical. Anyhow you're gonna handle it, this battery is gonna the stability. So because they already have hangers here, because I told you guys this was to be a rack mount on a radio station, broadcasting station or studio. So um so it can work that way. But I need a good carpentry work to get me thing cut right here. Cut this one. I can get in here safely by sliding underneath here. Put that plywood, thick plywood, maybe thicker. You know, the ones that commercial grade construction guys use, thick one, to sit on the batteries so that the batteries can move even if they're sitting right on the floor of the cabinet. So it can be like that, and we can go from there. So I gotta make sure this week. So we already started the week. So just a few more hours. We gonna start the week anyway. Sunday. Um, by maybe Monday. Who knows? I'm gonna order myself another batteries here. I'm just trying to see, because I still have to check all the batteries. Some of them by arcing each other, and I got some weird feeling, but I want to see. I can probably order myself 24 packs and get them all tested, but I want to make sure I connect them all in parallel, so I can go in fours like this and this here. The wires are all together, connect them. This and this, the wires are together, connect them, connect them, connect them, So I'm gonna be having some bunch of wires here. It depends what I want to do, or maybe I can go in sixes. So two is gonna be two here, two there. So all this is like one string, one string. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 strings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's gonna be like 6 strings of 6. I think that's how I'm gonna do. If I have chance, or maybe if I really want to make this thing overkill, each string's gonna be on a breaker. Each string's gonna be on a breaker, like a midnight solar breaker. And doing so, then I can able to shut down each string the way I want to do it. So like I'm talking about it right now. This is the way just ideas flowing on my head. So I can able to pop one of these grooves right here and able to insert it just the same as the midnight solar breakers. So I can able to put 4 breakers here, three, 1, 2, 3. I cannot go down here, or I can put some back here. So I can able to shut down each string, which is 6 strings of so if you have 6 strings, or each string is gonna be 6.6 times 6. No, 6.6. Yeah, 6.6 times 6, because if they're all running in parallel, so that will give you 39.6. So that will give us 39.6 on each string. So 39.6 if you have like 2 batteries on the back here, 4 and 6. So 6.6 of them, and multiply that by 6, that will give us 39.6. So 39.6, that's it, 39.6 if I have to do one string, so I might probably need a 45 amp breaker, because we already passed through the the 40 amp breaker. I can still able to use a 40 amp breaker. I'm not going to be able to pull that kind of power on these things, because each of them has a BMS anyway. So I can able to pull, I can do a 45 amp breaker with 6 of them, or they have double or triple breaker. Some of them, they do have a triple breaker. I can able to use maybe 3 of them, 2 of them, because each breaker block has a 3, like a 3 phase. It's gonna be like a 3 strings can go in there. I can able to do that, and then I have 2 of them. So you just have to cut this box somewhere. So let's do the calculation. If you have 6 strings of 6, which is a 6 batteries in parallel, which is a 6.6 times 6 is 39.6. 39.6 times 6. So that gives us 237.6 amp hours total if I filled up these 36 batteries here. So that will give us a good system, which this inverter can able to do exactly. Okay, I can run this inverter there. I can put all the other gadgets I used to put on the other box to cut that one to make it really cool. But since it's a 237.6, I can able to utilize and put a good breaker on that thing and go with that. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.